the Gamecocks will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. This drive at their own 25.
Ready, break.
All right, now let's get in that end zone.
To the house.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11.
Keep it together.
This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, leads it up the inside. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10.
Let's keep those sticks moving.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
Defense do something a little bit different.
The Commodores are on the move.
Defense can't stop you. Keep the ball moving. Keep the ball moving.
He's the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
See some points out there. Give it up, boys. Let's go out there.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that offense. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And it's no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They couldn't find the uprights on that 51-yard field goal attempt, so they'll give up the football. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 34. Fires to the right out. He's straight downfield. Corral, and not before he picks up the 1st down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside in. He's like a loose ball, just caroms his way to the 32.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
One guy, now he's loose. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little rope out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Dillon. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone and not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Pay for this.
defensive coordinator, run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air. It's ready. Quick screen to the speed strike line. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Commodores with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
Score on these guys!
You can score on these guys.
The draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. From the gun, lost it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. What if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road? I can. And a great job in the base defense making a play.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Unloads it left. This man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Keeping it on the ground, single back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel like they got a first down at the 44.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Gamecocks are marching down the field.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the fourth. They'll dive up the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Here it's an all. Touchdown, South Carolina. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Tight ends can be the quarterback's best friend down in this area of the field. When the windows get smaller, you need bigger targets. No better option than the big tight end.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that. Dude, if you put a good drive on that, this is a 7-point game, so kind of no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Commodores can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
The Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gets the back moving. Scanning the field. It's cool. Throws to the right. He's got it. 42, and they're on the move.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
We'll give him a tackle on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now, Ron gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Albion. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And the guy pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to make a completion here. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see they try to take a little bit of a shot down the field. Unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to put it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Handoff to the lone back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Sellers. That's caught. It's Smith. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play. Right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration. So my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Show them what they're made of, D.
The option look. Now the toss. That's a pass to Mark. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that.
This guy just gives it. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Looking down the middle. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. The give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Back to throw time, running short in the half. Sends it complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just a spectacular execution there.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
PAT unit on the field. Oh, he missed it. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Dillon. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
He's got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Oh, he had it and he dropped it almost. One of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, your defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He'll pull it down. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
I want to see your TV celebration. Just do it, baby. Here we go. Get all the way. Get after him, offense.
Do it, baby!
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finally make the stop, and that will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
You just know the offensive line is telling the quarterback, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Toss to the outside. And he gets it to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Keep out of the end zone.
The run from the shotgun. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Gamecocks are flying down the field.
Stop, it's win.
Wants to throw
really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dillon. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. A pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but
sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Looking for the big tight end. Script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. And finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Changing the play. They've marched to the red zone and hit it. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
Well, that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hole with unproductive time. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Give them an inch.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Harvey. He's at the tag. Touchdown, South Carolina. And the stomping has commenced.
Unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to time the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And they tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Dillon. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get the work done. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Exploit them here.
Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's short. First down, and they stop him at the 28. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the defense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit, because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get him across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Bobby. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Looking to throw at the first down. Shoots it to the right.
Makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
He wants to throw it. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25. The give to the single left. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Fires to the right. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. 25.
Hold him on the line.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Punt is in the air. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it pops out of bounds.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24.
Don't let us down.
Going right to work on it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Alexander. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Commodores line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Run it up the gut.
We got that defense rattled. And we can do this, offense. Hey, let's get some yards, boys. Let's go. Make some good plays today.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're taking himself. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the move. Oh, he's got some strength. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He gains to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. And off for the shot. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's 7. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to beat them to the left. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Back to throw. It's good. Unloads to the line. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Lost it for a first down. Showing the arm straight down the box. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10.
Keep it moving.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Let's show them momentum, offense! Yeah! Here we go! There you go!
Looks downfield again. Throws for the tight end. Downfield. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Bobby. He's going for the touchdown, Cardinals.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David. Chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but when great teams get touchdowns in the red area, you got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
All about teamwork, son! Oh, yeah! Just get it done now!
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Where's Ollie with the dog? I'll be balling like a pro.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the DD. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, we're still letting him take shots.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far in the river. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking deep. Oh, it's picked on at the worst possible time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And the defense stopped him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
Watch the middle.
They'll run it to keep the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
We got this.
Come on.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5.
Play some D out there, fellas.
Toss sweep to the right. Shakes off the defender. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Line is set on 3rd down.
Dusty in here.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this 4th down that much harder.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down.
Showtime! Let's make some noise!
They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Commodores are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goal post and trying to create some room. They'll try to get outside. Fights off the defender. They'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense in a bunch formation. Going to the stiff arm to create a little breathing room as he gets it out to the 12.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Commodores come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. To the air, it's Bobby. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. He's taking a deep shot to the game. Hauls it in and wisely gets out of bounds as they try to put up a score late. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments.